I guess I want to talk a little bit about what I want to do differently in 2022, I guess. I'm not the kind of guy who makes New Year's resolutions. Because I don't know about you, but I'm always making improvements. Tommy says this quite a lot about him and his girlfriend, how they don't celebrate Valentine's Day because every single day should be a celebration of your friendship, love, relationship. And I do like the concept behind that. And I feel like I feel the same way about New Year's resolutions until recently. I think it's just healthy to set some goals because it might make a good YouTube video. We're not even beating around the bush here, just saying it as it is. I brought this up to my girlfriend the other day. You know, sometimes it's a really good idea to say them out loud to see if they're actually a good idea or not. And I feel like after I said them, I was like, I actually believe in these ones now. These are actual proper New Year's resolutions. So first thing I want to do in 2022, I want to work less. I want to be able to play computer games when I want to, make YouTube videos when I want to, but then also be able to walk away from my computer. And I think one thing that I noticed among a lot of my peers on YouTube is I think they work themselves to death. Like the YouTubers that you know, that you love, most of them, they don't really take breaks. Holidays and breaks is just something that they just don't do. They live, they breathe, and they sleep YouTube. No, they really don't take a break. And it becomes overwhelming. You're constantly looking at the analytics on YouTube. You're constantly like obsessing about thumbnail meta. And then when you take a break and move away from your computer, you take a break and you actually walk away and touch some grass. You constantly thinking to yourself, when am I going to get back to my computer? When can I meet these deadlines? Yeah, I think it reaches a stage where like you become so obsessed with work, even when you're not doing work, you're thinking about work. So the truth is, you never really you're not working. And I feel like I fell into that trap. Not so much last year, but probably the year before then, when I was always comparing myself to other YouTubers. So I think to myself, I need to find a way of doing less work. So the question is, how am I going to live 2022 and do less work? Last year, just the back end of last year, I delegated a lot of work out. I started paying an editor, or paying more editors, as I usually do. But I also started paying someone to manage my second channel, hence the reason why the second channel has been producing content, even though I've not been well. And I've also been paying a guy to work on the Clips channel as well. That's right, I have a Feedback Gaming Clips channel. Wow, I bet you didn't know that. It's still in its early infancy. It is a lot of work. It's going to require at least 3 months to get to a reasonable, decent level. So yeah, I'm going to basically find more and more ways of hiring people to do the dirty jobs that I don't have to do. And that whether it's being sorting out my emails, speaking to sponsors, making thumbnails, doing the YouTube metadata, stuff that's just repetitive, doesn't require a large amount of skill or knowledge, but I can teach someone to do the job and they can do the job pretty well. I'm even going to tamper with the idea of someone else recording the videos for me and I commentate over the top of them, like Video Game Donkey. That's right, I bet you didn't know that. Video Game Donkey's videos are pre-recorded and then he talks over the top of them. Oh, illusion destroyed. It's an idea. I don't know how successful it will be. To be honest with you, it might not work because I might have to watch a lot of footage and that might be very time consuming, so therefore it might not even be that effective. But we'll see how things go. Once again, I'm all about trying new ideas. To be totally honest with you, I really don't know how it's going to turn out. So first thing I'm going to do is going to work less and live more and delegate more out to people. The downside to this, I'm going to end up spending more money on hiring people. But the truth is I don't mind doing that because at the end of the day, it's going to give me more time. And what goes around comes around, because when I've got more time, I can invest in more fun things for me and also for other people as well, which also may result in more IRL streams because I probably want to go outside more. I went to the Peak District the other day and I wish I brought my bike because I was walking, and obviously because of COVID, I'm out of breath really easily. And I'm like, oh, I want to walk around the reservoir, but I can't because I ain't got the energy. And I wish I brought my bike. And then I was thinking to myself, hang on a minute, what if I had my phone right now and I did an IRL stream with my monopod? That would have been so cool. Anyway, that's the first thing. So work less and live more. So I want to visit more places and go outside. I suppose that's another thing as well, but I suppose that all connects into the main thing. And I feel like the way I'd celebrate with you guys is maybe I'll do more IRL streams. I bought lots of IRL streaming stuff I just haven't used. Last time I did an IRL stream is when I did with Tommy in London. I just remember that this morning. I was like, God, I've not really done one in a while. I've got that really cool, called a monopod professional, but it's technically a selfie stick. Yeah, it's a selfie stick. What am I talking about? Don't make it sound fancy, Dave. Don't put lipstick on it. It's a selfie stick. All right? Admit you own a selfie stick. I admit it. Yeah, I want to go more places and do more things, and I think I'll definitely do that. I might have more opportunities to visit other cities in Europe as well. That'll be really fun, because then I can like tie in the historical stuff in with IRL streaming, and that'll be really, really fun. And whoever I can recruit along the way to come on my adventures, that'd be kind of cool as well. Another thing I'm going to do this year as well is I'm going to try and get rid of social media distractions. I'll admit, I'll probably do this every year to a certain degree, but I've got a bunch of apps on my phone, social media apps. On a morning, every morning, I go through them all. They're a complete waste of time. I don't gain anything. My life does not get any better. I'm just addicted to the click. I just don't gain anything from this social media. I don't gain anything from it. And every morning I get up, I put the phone in front of me and I press and go through them each one by one. I don't submit to any of these social medias. I don't really use them that frequently, but they're just a massive waste of time. So why am I even doing them? There's no point. It's just a massive sponge of my time. Instead of like going through social media every morning, why not just jump up, splash my face with some water and start living my day and continue my day? This idea that I have to spend an hour on social media just doom scrolling for stuff that doesn't really even enhance my life is really silly, and I still want to stop doing it. That's not to say I want to completely abolish social media. That's not what I mean. Don't misinterpret me. I still want to use social media, and I understand it's important for my business, but I'm using it too much. Yeah, so that's definitely something I need to do more often. Once again, I will still be using social media. I need it for my job. It's important that I keep in touch and around the world and everything. But I just think in the morning, it's not a really healthy thing to do. Just check all your social media and doom scroll. It's funny because Ludi's inspired me. Ludi's a bit disconnected from the world. Like sometimes I talk about like internet celebrities or I talk about news and events in the world. I don't know about Ludi, but he must live in a hut under a rock. But he doesn't understand a lot of this stuff. And I'm like, how do you miss this stuff? And I realize he just doesn't use social media as much as me, and that's the reason why he just isn't as formed on that kind of stuff. And I don't think that necessarily is a bad thing, because I think the truth is if you're consuming too much, you're losing a lot of your life anyway. You want life to be about experiences and having fun things and doing cool things, not about who's doing what where somewhere else in the world or something, you know. I don't know, doesn't seem like a good use of your time anyway. This is something that's probably going to upset a few people. So my other New Year's resolution is I want to produce more quantity than quality videos on YouTube. And you guys are probably going to rub in your head right now like, what the hell does he mean by that? He's going to make shit videos now, is he? No, I'm not. I'm still going to make good videos. They're going to be good ones. It's just that the videos I'm going to produce are going to be less about fancy memes and editing trickery, and more about me being able to pump them out in more higher volume. If I can pump out 8 videos a month, this is going to be better for my YouTube channel overall. Now, I'll explain the mentality behind that. At the minute, YouTube is pushing shorts really heavily. It's trying to compete with TikTok, as you do, because TikTok at the minute is massive. As much as you don't want to admit it, TikTok is dominating social media right now, and that even competing with Google. And because of the success of TikTok, all the other social medias are doing the same. We're moving towards the algorithm of YouTube, less towards quality and watch time, and more about quantity. I don't know fully how the algorithm fully works with the new metrics, but understand that it's going to be more about quantity of videos and overall watch time and session time. Isn't quality the measure of YouTube? It goes through spits and spurts. At the moment, I would say we're moving towards quantity, where before in the past it was a little bit more quality. You'll find it's a bit of a yo-yo. It's a bit of a roller coaster. The reason I say that is a lot of the past people used to chew and spit out unedited Let's Plays, and they used to be the meta on YouTube, and that was just pure quantity, no editing at all. And that fell out of favor. And then we get more like ISP and spiffing Brit style videos, which are edited, and all the boring bits are removed, and you get little jokes and stuff like that. And that became more of a quality video. But now we're moving back in the opposite direction as well. Maybe not all the way to unedited Let's Plays, but maybe less editing per video. And the truth is, I just want to test out maybe over a 3-month to 6-month period of uploading less heavily edited videos and more streamlined videos with like just zooms and chopping out the boring bits, and less about memes and stock images and stuff, etc. Yeah. And there you go. Just to summarize then, so I want to work less, dedicate more, I want to live more, go places, maybe more IRL streams, remove social media distractions, and focus more on quantity over quality. Go on, tell me guys in the chat, tell me, what is your New Year's resolution?